So I will perhaps immediately go to the last question until you want to say something more on the 12 measures.
Well, they are quite technical measures. It's with respect to that's not technical, sending more fiscal specialists to the Justice Department so that they can increase the throughput of files there. It's with respect to making the term of the investigation longer, from 12 to 24 months for information obtained from the from foreign countries. A lot of these kinds of improvements, but more from a technical point of view. And something that is always clearly in my mind when I'm discussing tax fraud is that we should fight fraud with whatever means we have. Manifest tax evasion we should also try to get more a grip on. The Cayman law is certainly something that will help us a lot in that respect. But there's something basic that is often forgotten when you're discussing tax fraud. The higher your tax rates, the higher your tax burden, the higher the reward for fraud. Maybe I'm a little bit blunt in putting it like that, but whether you like it or not, we're all human beings, and that's the kind of stuff that comes to the surface when you compare higher tax rates, lower tax rates, and things like that. So I see a clear connection between very high tax rates, very high tax burdens, and a certain amount of tax fraud. So if the measures we've now taken, some additional things we're thinking about, are highly necessary in order to fight fraud. But if we could bring down, and this government has made a start of it, we should go further down that road or up that road by bringing down the tax burden, we will see a fall in tax fraud, because the higher your tax rate, the more profitable it is to go for fraud. And so I will be in the front line to defend measures to make fraud, or the fight against fraud, more efficient. Also in terms of cash in, what it really brings in. But I will also be in the first row to try to get our tax burden in this country down, because the two, in my mind, in my analysis, are clearly linked.